What is going on, Commander fans? Welcome to the channel. I am your host here on Taking Command with Josh Taylor. Obviously, Josh Taylor. And joining me is Rio Robinson, the head of the table of the Washington content community. This is the Roman Reigns of the Washington content. If you don't follow this guy, I don't know what the heck you're doing here on my channel. You need to go hop over on Rio's and check out all the vlogs and reactions. And Rio, you're killing it right now. Today, congratulations. I don't know if you know this or not, but today actually became your official marking that you've been at practice more than Curtis Samuel this offseason. So congratulations. You've been at almost every training camp practice that I've seen. You've been at the open practice and you weren't on the side field. I mean, you're right up in there with the action. So on this episode, we're going to talk about, obviously, it's preseason time. Which players we're looking forward to. Obviously, I don't care about scores and records and stuff like that. It means nothing to me. Remember when the Lions went 3-0 in the preseason, then they went 0-16?
The Ravens went like 5 years in a row without losing a preseason game, and it did nothing for them.
I mean, they've been decent, but it means nothing. So that's what we're going to talk about, is who we're really looking forward to, because we're both actually going to be at the game this Saturday against the Panthers, the Commanders game. The family reunion, it's happening at FedEx Field. So we're going to talk a little bit about, who we're looking forward to seeing, not only just that game, but overall. And we were just talking about it. Obviously, this seems like it's going to be the Sam Howell show.
No, it has to be.
Carson Wentz is going to play, Ron said. How many series you think Carson gets? 1, 2?
2, max 2. If they score on the first possession, even a field goal, get them out of here. Get them out of here. Like
safety on defense, it don't matter. Any points, Carson's coming out. Yep. I agree with you. My thing is, I don't know if Heineke's, because usually in the past, it's like first series is the first string, second string gets like a quarter and a half, and then third string gets like the whole second half pretty much. Mm-hmm. So that's how I can see it. Now with Sam Howell, I have been on record, obviously love Sam Howell. I think he's better than Heineke. Not saying he's going to be QB2.
He is better than Heineke.
But what are you really looking forward to in the preseason seeing with Sam Howell? Is it him throwing bombs to De'Ami Brown like they're back at North Carolina? What are you really hyped about with Sam Howell?
Hopefully we get to see him play with De'Ami, because De'Ami is running exclusively with the first unit and some with the second unit. To be perfectly honest, we know what Taylor is. Taylor is going to be a career backup. I don't even want to see him. I wish as soon as Wentz comes out the game, Howell could just take every rep. Yeah. We took this guy in the 5th round. There's no pressure on him, but we know what Taylor Heineke is. We need to do our best due diligence of trying to get to know what exactly Sam Howell is. Yo, you have a black mini helmet?
No. This is an Alabama helmet.
Oh, that's an Alabama.
Yeah.
You got a black mini helmet.
Commanders, I got the Mac Commanders one, and then I got to rep Alabama, even though I got the Penn State stuff now. This is never leaving.
That Penn State money is about to be like, you got to get rid of that Roll Tide stuff. But
I sneak it in on these episodes because we got
Sam Howell. There's no stat prediction. Like, I would like to see him lead a couple scoring drives, but I want to see if he belongs, because if he was the steal that we thought he was, taking him with the first pick of the 5th round, then he should be cooking third stringers. Like, he should look like, at minimum, I should be the backup quarterback at some point this year. So I'm ready to see the Sam Howell show. The kid has a rocket. It flies out of his arm. He knows where he's going with it every play. He'll throw a bad pick every now and then, but he's impressive. I want to see him get his swag on and go crazy in the home whites at FedEx on Saturday, because that's what we're rocking.
I can't wait to see it. Like I told you before we started recording, if De'Ami Brown plays, it's going to look like Tom Brady and Randy Moss against those third stringers. They broke so many ACC records back in North Carolina. It was crazy. Yeah. So that's the reason why I like him. I'm telling you, he's going to have one play this preseason. I don't know when it's going to be, but he's just going to throw a 70-yard bomb to whoever, and everyone's just going to be like, holy crap, this guy is really good. Or he's going to lower his shoulder and run some dude over. So I can't wait for it. Another guy I can't wait to see, speaking of Alabama Crimson Tide, B-Rob, Brian Robinson, man. The dude has been running guys over. He looks good in practice. Like you said today, he got a lot of first-team reps. So I don't know how much we're going to see from B-Rob, but are you excited to see him running someone else over besides our guys?
I'm excited as hell to see him go. First of all, he's a Robinson. I'll probably see him at the family reunion one day. This dude,
you got to get a jersey. It just says Robinson.
Hell yeah. This dude, got a lot of burn with the first team today. I don't know if it's because it's game week. It was a very business-like atmosphere at practice today. It wasn't as much chirping. There wasn't a lot of downtime in between plays and between sessions. It was very business-like. Everybody was getting to it, and there was a lot of Brian Robinson with Carson Wentz and company with the first team, while Gibson was on the sideline with Coach King and Coach Jordan doing like ball holding drills with resistance bands. It was like a good 15 minutes. He was on the sideline doing that. B-Rob was getting all the first team snaps. I was like, okay, this what we doing. We giving him the keys and giving him a shot early. I don't know, but I'm excited to see him play. Our rookie class in general, you could just put them all together. I'm excited to watch them all.
Yeah. I don't know if Cole Turner's going to play just because his hamstring's a little.
Yeah, and we're probably only going to see Dotson for like 5 plays because
Dotson is still just enough.
Dotson, Samuel, and Terry. Terry. We're not even going to say Samuel. Samuel's bubble wrapped until season start. I seen enough on Saturday. I don't need to see no more.
I agree. I don't think he's going to play preseason. There's no point in him playing preseason. Just like Dotson. People are saying he's the best wide receiver on the team already in the media, which is wild. But dude looks legit. So I just want to see him for just a drive. I want one Carson to Dotson bomb. Like you said, touchdown, pull him out against that Carolina defense. Who's someone on the defense that you really are keeping your eyes on for the preseason games?
Jamin Davis. Should let him play the whole damn game for real. I need to see improvement. I've seen him it looks different this year. And now that he's not forced to play Mike and not have to overthink, he can play with freedom now. He can play with instincts rather than having to think all the time. I want to see a lot of Jamin Davis. Like, Jamin should be playing minimum a half because we need to see something.
There's no one behind him, so I don't know who's coming in.
We're sitting here speaking, and before we even get to the rest of the defense, shouldn't we at least make a call for Roquan Smith?
I had to dispute this on Twitter today. Had a lot of people come on my necks. But Jamin liked my tweet because he's watching. Like I told you, I talked to him at the airport. Like, he knows what's up. He said, man, I'm locked in this offseason. He's like, I've been working my ass off. Like, I think Jamin's going to have a huge season. And
not huge.
I don't think it's like all Pro Bowl or anything like that. But I think we're going to see a step up where you're like, oh, man, like Jamin Davis is laying dudes out. Looks good in coverage. It just, for that first year, like going from college to pros, and he's going into mostly 2 linebacker sets. He has to cover a lot more. There's so many more responsibilities he has. Mm-hmm. And it's just with the defense that Washington runs. But I think with Roquan, like, I get it. You'd have to trade away so much, and you'd have to make him the highest paid linebacker in the NFL more than likely, or right up there with like Fred Warner, some of these top guys. And then you got to pay. Yeah, but then you got to pay Sweat, Chase Young, Deron Payne.
Hey, no, Deron Payne not getting paid from us. Someone's paying him. He's not getting paid from us.
Sadly, I think so.
Somebody talking about that. Like, the way I feel is at least make the call. We're not going to get Roquan Smith. I already know we're not going to get Roquan Smith. No. I need to know that Martin Mayhew's milk dud head ass was in Redskins or Commanders Park. Excuse me. I need to know that he picked up the phone and asked what the price was and that we were in the conversation, because there's no way with what we have at linebacker that the thought of Roquan Smith doesn't make you say, we got to at least try to get in on this, because that would free up Cole and Jamin to just play free while we have a legitimate anchor quarterback of the defense guy taken care of in the middle. Y'all can go be weak and strong backers, and y'all can go have fun. Y'all can go have at it, because I got all this in the middle held down.
But that's the thing. Like, last year we ran 3 linebackers 7% of the time. Is that because we didn't have any linebackers, or just because of the defense? Like,
I think it's a mixture of both.
Someone said, well, then just sit Jamin Davis. We just draft this guy in the first. You know how we would get cooked for sitting Jamin Davis. Like, you want to talk about like building a culture as like from the coaching standpoint, sit your first round guy, your military linebacker that you absolutely love, branded just like we are Jahan Dotson this year, and sit him on the bench. You know how terrible that would look?
Hey, man, I think we could find a way. Like, bro, you get a player like Roquan. We're not going to get him, but you get a player like Roquan Smith.
He going to go to the range.
You find the roles for other guys, and you make them roles work, because that is an all-pro 25-year-old backer. He's gonna go to some contender though. He's not coming here. But
yeah.
it would be nice it would be a lovely luxury to have on this defense, and it would honestly be like the cherry on top of what we've built here.
I think we could make it happen, but I don't think we will. I agree with you. But like, I love Cole Holcomb. I think he's great. But like, I think like Jamin Davis would have to get priority. Not saying he's played better, not saying he's looked better, just because of how much you've invested in Jamin Davis. Like, you got Cole Holcomb in the 5th. He's a free agent next year.
Yep.
Put Jamin and Roquan Smith on the field at the same time. I don't think it'll happen. That was my thing this year. Like, when I was saying on Twitter, and people were coming at me, rightfully so. I'm like, y'all's like, people are like, yo, screw Jamin Davis. He sucks. Go get Roquan Smith and like get rid of him. Like, guys, it's been a year. Like, what if Jamin Davis turns into Roquan Smith in a year?
Put them all out there. We go trade for Roquan and put them all out there. And it's never a bad thing to have too much or have a log jam of talent. Our linebacker room goes from like, we'll see, to like, oh my goodness, this front 7 has no excuse.
We got condiments in for depth. We got Mayo. I'm surprised we ain't signed John Mustard yet. Like, it's rough, man. Like, Khalil Hudson actually surprised the heck out of me. He's so short. It's funny because Jalen was like,
he's looking different because I have zero expectations for Khalil, and he's showing up a little bit this offseason. I'm excited for preseason. Like, bro, this feels like a real game week. Watching them today in that business environment of practice, I was like, oh my God, we have a home game this Saturday. It's our only home preseason game too.
Yeah, no, I can't. It's gonna be like the first day of school. Got my outfit laid out to the side, ready to go already for Saturday. Like,
the hell yeah, you got.
It's gonna be crazy. You're like, we didn't even plan this. You're like 2 rows in front of me, literally, like exactly 2 rows in front of me.
You and Jalen are all in like the same spot. I'm pretty sure we'll finesse it that we'll all sit together at the game. We get Corral versus Howell for a few quarters, bro.
Do we even see Baker Mayfield any?
I think they might throw him out there versus Wentz for like teams like to play off each other. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like when they're
Wentz is out, go Baker. He's like, what?
Yeah, hell yeah. Come back.
Y'all ain't tell me this. Like, I ain't even got my shoes on. I'm just chilling off to the side. Like, hell, not Baker. Get your ass out there. I think with our defense, like especially against the Panthers, especially if it's Darnold, I think Corral's going to be good, but I think our defense is going to look good. I think this is a good test for, like you said, Jamin Davis getting out there against, some playmakers that they have on offense. But one guy I'm looking forward to seeing is Percy Butler, dude. He's the guy that's coming for Landon Collins, taking this role over. We've seen him play or practice out in free safety, strong safety. He's been in the box. But the guy, like on tape, he just loves to run free and just hit dudes, be physical. Has like this ball hawk mentality. He misses some tackles here and there and stuff. But what have you seen out of Percy Butler at practice so far and some of these DBs? Because a lot of people are concerned about the DBs. I think it's fine. Even depth-wise, like Corn Elder's a guy who's looked great in training camp. And they were like picking on him, throwing him like 5 straight times. And he's been shutting it down. Like Corn Elder
they target him and he shows up and he accepts the challenge. The secondaries look good. I want to see Percy Butler and Derek Forrest because they're kind of like battling each other to see who's going to be that primary third safety Buffalo nickel hybrid guy. And I think Derek Forrest actually looks like he belongs as of right now. I thought he was just going to be great value to Shazer Everett, which is special teams ace, emergency safety guy. But I really like to see that battle between Butler and Forrest. Reeves, he's good to make a play in the offseason every now and then. He's never going to make the roster.
He was a little too much at camp, like we talked about.
Oh, my God. He'd be headhunting. Like, bro, relax your teammate, bro.
With the padded helmet on, too.
That's your whole teammate. Oh, my God. Hey, Percy be headhunting, too. That play where Cole Turner tweaked his hamstrings because Percy was taking him to the ground unnecessarily on a play where the whistle was pretty much blown already. But I'm excited, man. This is an offense that we can make turn the ball over. I want to see us us force turnovers this year.
I was sick of those Bobby McCain dropped interceptions.
Bruh. We lead the league in almost turnovers every year.
Almost turnovers.
And Bobby
half turnovers.
12 picks last year. We don't recover fumbles ever. Like
remember the Giants fumble?
Oh my God.
That looked like a damn drill.
Logan Thomas did like a somersault.
I love Logan to death.
Kick the ball out of bounds, bro.
I'm telling you though, like preseason has like some highlight plays. Like remember Haskins against like the Jets,
Oh man,
that bomb of a pass. That's what things are gonna happen this time. And the guy has been making some big plays. Dax Milne, you went as far to say he's a roster lock.
Roster lock, more than a rock. Like, bro, he's a part of the plan.
He's like wide receiver 4 or 5.
Yeah, he's a part of the plan, bro. He was out there with the ones more than Diami was today, bro. Like, he is a part. He has a connection with Wentz also, bro. He went up and grabbed a couple balls on the starting offense today. Dax Milne is a lock, bro. He's still in women worldwide, and he's still in roster spots. Like, my guy is out here right now.
2-for-1 deals. I mean, he went off at BYU, like, even with Zach Wilson, like, as his quarterback. The dude was making some crazy catches. He's not like some crazy-looking athletic guy, but the guy can run routes. He is so fast. There was one play. St. Juice's looked great in camp, so don't worry. But he cooked St. Juice that day I was there.
That man.
Cut back, and Juice was just still running.
He's a detailed and nuanced route runner. He is what I call Bill Belichick's dream. Like he is that white skill player special. I can't
believe we let him go. I can't believe it.
You know, Bill
him and Erickson.
Like, God damn it.
That return specialist. He was out there. It's funny because the day when I was there was 2 people returning kicks. And it was Jahan Dotson, which I told you people are going to hate when he's returning kicks, but he was the leading returner in the Big Ten last year. Jahan Dotson was, and then Dax Milne was back there. So if you can, steal a roster spot not only as a wide receiver but returning kicks, that it sounds stupid. But that's something I'm looking for is who's actually back there, because our kick return is at like either been really good in the past, like, or dudes are fumbling it. And we're like, yo, what the heck? Our special teams sucks. We finally have a decent kicker.
Be Milne or Erickson. I don't even think anyone else is in the discussion. Scott Turner probably said, "Hey, Ron, let me hold you for a second." Number 1 kid, no, we're not. He's not returning anything. He's my starting receiver opposite Terry. No, we're good. We're good on that. Maybe in an emergency like Djax was used in Philadelphia, but he ain't gonna be returning too many kicks, bro. He's the dude. Wentz looks for him more than he looks for anyone.
Yeah. I mean, but rightfully so. Like, he's so reliable. I think Terry's right there with him, obviously.
And he's still learning Terry. Terry missed the whole offseason program because he had to get his money. Get his money right first.
Absolutely. Rio, like you said, we're both going to be at the game. I'm hyped, man. Just, you were at the practice. The field looks good from what I saw in the pictures. What was your impression?
Field looks great.
The big W in the middle, thank God.
Yeah, hell yeah. Look, the logo looks great in the middle of the field. The turnout, there was more people at that event than I've seen at a preseason game at that stadium in a long time. So the turnout was good. The energy was great. The fans booed the shit out of Del Rio in unison. That jump was pretty hilarious because they left him on the Jumbotron for like 20 seconds. He was just like, okay, guys.
Yeah. He's like, y'all, you can take me off the Jumbotron now.
Y'all got it. I understand. I know I messed up. Y'all got it. That was pretty funny. But the energy was great. Like, Carson had an uneven day that day. He looked great today, but he hit enough money balls in each session that it was like F them incompletions, bro. Like
he's hitting deep ones. You're like,
okay. He's hitting passes that we're not accustomed to seeing here. Like that Johnny hit Mark and Michelle was off his freaking back foot, like 63 yards.
Practice squad MVP.
Oh yeah,
Michelle.
We have one every offseason. The Cindy Cobbs, Marco Mitchell, Marcus Masons of the world, the Jabram Hamdens of the world. We always have the Jag Hall of Fame resides in Landover, Maryland.
It's gonna be at the new stadium. The could have been Ring of Fame.
Could have been. And next to the could have been Ring of Fame, they're gonna have the Curtis Samuel side field for the Peloton ones.
Then we got the All Hell Nah Hall with Albert Haynesworth leading the way. The mistakes of the past. But man, I'm excited for it. I can't wait just to be there and having live football. I mean, just the Hall of Fame game itself. I watched the entire thing, even though it was like an hour delay with rain. So I was like, we finally have some competition football. But Rio, can't wait to see you there, man. It's gonna be lit. Get out to the stadium. Come out to the preseason. I actually am writing an article about some preseason players to watch with some guys that I think are slept on. By the way, I'm a huge Daniel Wise fan, and I covered why in my article. So go over to Rigo's Rag and check that out. But Rio, as always, let them know where they can check out your channel if they don't follow you already, because they probably do.
Hey, it's your boy Rio Robinson, Rambling with Rio on YouTube. social media, at Rio_Robinson91. Content coming aplenty. We're gonna get us another vlog in Saturday at the preseason game. We're gonna have a good time. I don't give a damn about the result of the game. I just want the players healthy. Man, follow me on social media. Come holler at me on YouTube. Make sure you're subbed up to this guy here, Josh, because Josh is a grinder. And support your fellow content creators, because what we do, we put a spotlight on the team, but we put a spotlight on fans having a voice. And you're not going to get it this real with the local media, bro. No. Come rock with the real ones, man, and the fan base. That's where it's at.
John Com got some real in him, but
I love John Com. Com cool as hell, man.
Yeah, but there's no agenda, no watered down stuff. We just give our honest opinions. Rio, appreciate you coming in.
Always.
3 things I'm looking for preseason: the food, the new jerseys for sale. Hopefully they got the white ones, and then Sam Howell lighten it up.
Need a white, and we're rocking the whites then, and we're rocking the. You saw the jersey schedule they put out today? That's lit, man.
We got the blacks for 2. Thank God. I was afraid it's only gonna be 1, 2. Yep. So check that out. I'm sure Rio's gonna be dropping a video on that as well. See y'all Saturday after the game. Check in to see how everyone looks. Peace.